I don't know what to do with that. It's weird.
Does it have to be up and down?
I don't think
so.
I don't think so. Alright, but it's all good. Alright, hey everybody, we're at Merge today and we're getting ready for the Green Room event. I'm here with Noel, who's a sophomore studying environmental policy and planning, and she's also an engaged social innovation major, right? So today Noel and I are going to talk about what's going on and a little bit about her project that she's prepared for the celebration. So take it away.
Yeah, so I signed up for this class called Fieldwork and Social Innovation, not really knowing what it was going to be like, but I knew Dave Gold was teaching it, so I knew it was going to be amazing no matter what. And on the very first day, Shannon Nolan, the mastermind behind most of this, or definitely behind Prompts for the Planet, told us to write a letter to the planet, like an open letter from something that doesn't have a voice. And so I chose single-use cups, and my letter from single-use cups was do better than me.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's silly, and it's kind of yeah, it's silly, but like in a good sense, like in a positive sense, and in kind of like an inspiring sense. And so I took that and I looked at my communities and where I could improve, and I saw that I'm in a sorority, Delta Zeta. And I saw that in the sorority in the fraternity community, there's not a huge focus on sustainability practices, and that's no one's fault. It's just no one has stood up yet and said, "Hey guys, this is something we need to focus on." And I realized I could be that person. So I created the FSL Sustainability Council, and we have a representative from about a dozen chapters, but the idea is to have a representative from every chapter. And we've been working on things like, so for our events, a lot of times we'll have our letters and our cause for the event, and then it'll have a date. But those events happen every year, and so in order to avoid having to buy a new shirt for every single event, some chapters choose to have just the letters and the cause, so you can use it again and again. So it reduces the financial impact on students, and it reduces the students' environmental impact. So it's a win-win, honestly, for everyone. And then other things we've been doing are making sure that there's composting and recycling at those events, as well as having composting and recycling in chapter houses. So those are our main focuses right now. Moving into the future, I'd like to see maybe some like energy audits being done. They are very old houses, and just things like that. Going a little deeper and doing a lot of. I think the most important thing is the education too, because I mean we pride ourselves as being these people who are gonna go on to do great things and like go to different places around the world. So I want those people to go there, but also like bring their sustainability education with them. And if they're in an office and there's no recycling, I want them to stand up and say, "Hey, we need recycling."
Yeah.
If I did this in my sorority house, we should be doing this here.
Okay.
So that's kind of the idea behind it.
Yeah, so it sounds like your project was pretty intense. Can you tell because it looks like we got a couple of viewers, so can you tell them a bit about some of like the challenges that you faced during this project?
Yeah, so honestly the biggest problem, not really problem, but like challenge was getting people to sign up to be a sustainability representative for the chapter, and then also actually like following through with doing the things that we talked about doing. And it's hard because everyone's a full-time student. Everyone is in a fraternity sorority, and so like that's a huge time commitment as well. They're very involved people. So it's just making sure people are like empowered to actually do the things we talk about doing has been the most challenging part. But like some people though, like there's like 3 or 4 people who have just been blowing me away. There's a girl, Jess Owens from Alpha Delta Pi, is incredible. She's been doing all of these amazing things for their chapter, and it's people like her who just like inspire me to keep going, and it feels like it's actually working. So yeah,
that's awesome. What has been like the most rewarding part?
Honestly, in my own chapter house, when I am sitting there eating dinner or something, and one of my sorority sisters goes and goes to throw something away, but then it's like, oh, this can be composted, or oh, this can be recycled. And I'm like, oh, like if I didn't bring that recycling bin in the house or bring that composting bin into the house, they would not have had that opportunity to divert their waste, and they wouldn't have had the opportunity to like learn about like sustainability. And so that's been the most rewarding thing for me.
What are some lessons you learned about sustainability as a result of this project?
I learned that not everyone is as like jazzed up about sustainability as I am, which I don't know why that surprised me. But I kind of expected people to be like as excited about like compost as I was. But I learned that you have to make sustainability sexy. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to make it desirable. And if it's not, people aren't going to buy into it. And so I've learned the power of marketing when it comes to sustainability and how wonderful that can be. The power of like innovation when it comes to sustainability, and just making it like ridiculously convenient for someone to be sustainable, and like that's how you're actually going to make change.
Guys, did you hear that? Composting, it's sexy.
It
Do
is.
it. All right, what advice would you have to somebody who's interested in starting their own project or getting involved in environmental issues?
Yeah, so honestly, okay, well, so for starting your own project, the biggest thing is to like reach out to your network and use them to help you. If I didn't have like my professor helping me, if I didn't have the head of fraternity and sorority life on my side, if I didn't have these amazing people in the community that have been helping me, I wouldn't have been able to do any of this. And so reaching out and asking for advice, asking for help, that's like the most important part, I think, when starting a project. If you have the passion, people are willing to help you. And then for environmental sustainability, I would say like we live in a city, in Iowa City, that is like ridiculously, like there's so many opportunities to be sustainable. We have curbside composting, we have sort-free curbside recycling. It's online. Like if you just Google that, like it's so simple. There's also so many small lifestyle changes that you can make that will make like reduce your environmental impact tenfold. So you can bring a reusable cup to the coffee store. You can say no to that plastic straw. Like you can, I mean, there's so you can shop at places. You can be intentional in your purchases. Like, don't buy some chintzy shoes that are going to last you a year. I was a huge culprit. Spend a little more money. Like, buy a nice pair of shoes that's going to last you a long time. It's like, buy shoes that were sustainably and ethically made. Like, it's going to be higher quality, and you're going to be reducing your environmental impact. So, just being like very intentional with the way you live your life, and like, it's amazing how it like almost benefits you more than it benefits the environment. So.
What would you say to somebody who perhaps can't make those purchases at those price points? Like, what are their alternatives if they can't purchase more sustainably?
Consignment.
Consignment?
Huge fan.
Yeah.
Second Act is a consignment store in Iowa City that has business professional clothing.
Yeah.
Goodwill in Iowa City is amazing. I have gotten these shoes are from Goodwill. These shoes are from Goodwill, and they're so cute. Like, you do not have to be rich. And like a reusable mug at Goodwill you can get for like a couple dollars. And then when you go to coffee shops, they give you a discount.
Yeah.
You just ask for the discount and they usually give it to you automatically. So you're going to save money in the long run, theoretically. Okay. So it's not expensive. And then Iowa City, I think the curbside recycling is free, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. You might have to pay for the composting. But yeah, there's hacks on the internet. Like, the internet is so chock full of amazing ways to like become more sustainable. It's incredible. So.
That's awesome. All right. So is there anything else you want to add? What are your expectations for today?
I'm honestly just like jazzed to celebrate Earth Day.
Yeah.
I hope people who are coming, especially people who might be like dragging themselves here to get extra credit for a class or a Greek educational credit, like I hope those people come. I hope they come a little uninspired so we can inspire them. And they walk out feeling like better about themselves than they did when they came in, and just like better about the world. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm ready for an afternoon of inspiration.
Yeah, me too. This is so exciting. Well, thank you so much, Noel. I'm going to check and make sure that we have any questions coming up. All right. Looks like... yeah, exciting.
That's amazing.
All right, so I don't think we have any. So thank you so much once again. Bye, everybody.
Thanks.
Happy Earth Day.
Bye.